2, 1. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode 15, if I'm not mistaken, of On Beat Off Script. My name is Brandito. I'm joined by my co-hosts Mel and Rose. How's everybody doing this morning?
Crashing out a little bit, but I'll be okay.
If you guys could see what we just put Brandito through before we hit go, like, oh man.
It's fun being a Canadian in a group of whatever the hell's going on over there. But yeah, no, that's not what we're here to talk about. That's a different podcast. That's a completely different podcast, one that I want nothing to do with. But we are On Beat Off Script. We talk about new music. We talk about it as it's coming out. So we're going to try to get this morning back on track and start with a little bit of that. We got some really good stuff coming up. We got, obviously, our track attack. We got 6 fresh tracks that all dropped within the last week that we're excited about. And then we got a couple of dope albums. We got a little, I wanted to say Tame Impala, but that's one of the singles.
That's a single.
We got a little Lord Huron. We got a little Indigo De Souza and Renee Rapp, who just dropped. So a couple of exciting albums. But before we get into all that, how's like I said, how's you guys music-wise? Not crashing out because of the never-ending nightmare of human existence.
I'm good. I'm back in like little hyper focus mode on a lot of stuff, and I already told Mel. I said, "Oh, he's gonna get me," because as soon as I was like, "What am I listening to?" and I added the word soundtrack to something, I was like, "Oh, he's gonna get my ass."
Oh,
Is it the Shrek 2 soundtrack? Cause
No, but like that is full of bangers and is very valid.
Probably the only acceptable answer that could have come up. But anyways, continue.
No, so first of all, Chapel Rowan dropped the Subway finally. So of course I've been living that up a little bit. Hayley Williams with like all of these
17
singles.
tracks.
Yeah, and I am so into it. Love it. Love me some Hayley Williams. Conan Gray dropped some new stuff that I was excited about. I've been listening to Jin, after we did the Hayam review, dropped a whole playlist for us to listen to of like, here's my favorite Hayam songs because that was not good. So I've been listening to that. I finally am doing it, and I'm extra mad about the album, but it's okay. And then I may have watched K-Pop Demon Hunters the other day, and so the K-Pop Demon Hunters soundtrack is kind of popping off.
What is
Oh my
K-Pop Demon
I also
Hunters?
watched K-Pop Demon Hunters.
I really liked it.
It was kind of cute. I'm not a
Yeah.
K-pop girly, and I'm not an anime girly.
Mm-hmm.
It was still cute. I enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it, and like
Garrett's
they're just a
obsessed
lot of
with it.
earworms, and so
Yeah.
I've been kind of living that up a little bit because I literally watched that after. Keep in mind, I watched this after doing the ramen stream, so like everything that day was just
That's
kind
on
of a
theme.
fever dream. Yeah, so. Maybe it was the sodium really getting to me or something, but like I'm
Too
really
much
digging
MSG.
it. Like
I literally, so when Garrett like cooks, he always has like Netflix or something going, and the amount of times I've heard the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack because he's just playing it while he cooks dinner, it's a lot. But there's some bops on there, so
there
I
are,
respect
and
it.
so like it's been a nice like easy mix in for different stuff, so I'm not mad about it. But I knew when I wrote soundtrack, I was like, Brandito's gonna get me. He's gonna be like, what are you doing? That's exactly the reaction I expected. Yeah.
Okay, well, moving on. Mel.
My listening lately has it's been light. Besides
Good.
homework, I have been, because of our albums though, I kind of hyper fixated on like old Lord Huron stuff, and I went through like Indigo's old stuff because I knew you were a big fan, and I really, really wanted to be like prepped and excited for this one, so I listened to their old stuff. And then Hayley Williams I've been hyper fixating on, of course, because it's Hayley Williams and I love her so much.
Yeah, the only
Nobody's
unfortunate
got
part
me.
is, like I said, I only usually do like full albums other than like
Yeah.
singles that you post. So like, I do need to just find some time to like go and dive into all these singles that dropped because I usually wouldn't anyway. So I got to spend some time and go. See
It's
if I
like
can pop that up.
kind of an album without being an album, because it's like a bunch of tracks.
Well, yeah,
but-
17 tracks. That's
Tracks,
longer than
yeah.
most albums. Like,
yeah, but it's not like a.
it will get posted together as a compilation of a drop.
Probably.
I
I'm
100%
sure it
will.
will. I like though right
Yeah.
now it all being single and all of the artwork for like each single being like
They're so
relevant to each track. Like
Yeah. I love the art
Hayley
style
Williams.
she went with so much. It makes me so happy. Did you see too? So like she initially, this is her first. Maybe I should wait to talk about this when I bio her, but but she initially posted these all on her website because it's her first drop as like an independent artist.
Yeah.
So I thought it was so sweet. So yeah,
it had a very
already,
like 90s like desktop sort of I loved it.
I was that's our girl.
Hayley Williams. Oh, when I get my hands on you, I love you so much.
Oh, so much.
Oh.
But yeah, my listening's been light. Brandito's probably hasn't been.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to everything, so this is gonna blow your guys' mind.
I didn't think you wanted to hear about how I make a playlist every once in a while for like a D&D character, and I've been really sucked into that. So, cut me some slack.
I mean, 2 awesome box sets just dropped in the last week, which has been fucking legendary. Nick Drake, who was an old folk artist, like back in like the 60s. If you don't know who Nick Drake is, you're honestly missing out. That was one of the most pleasant experiences I've listened to in such a long time. It's called The Making of 5 Leaves Left, which was their debut album back in the 60s. And, like, you can hear the influence that it had on, like, Joni. Like, you can hear the influence it had on so much, like, grunge and that kind of, like, area. Like, just unreal. And then Talking Heads also dropped a box set, which the Talking Heads are just dope. They dropped basically like a super deluxe edition with a bunch of, like, different remasters and different takes that they had on their album, More Songs About Buildings and Food. Which was also super pleasant. Like, these are both box sets that I kind of want to add to my collection, especially that Nick Drake. That Nick Drake is absolutely, like, 2.5 hours of just, like, perfection. It was unbelievable. And, like, you're talking about, like, 15 different outtakes of the same song, like, going through it and just hearing how, like, they tweak everything as they go through that song. It's, like, special. It's so cool. It's amazing. On my CD radar, I've got a little Flavor Unit right now in my CD player. A little King 45. Flavor Unit was like a collective, a hip hop collective, like back in the I want to say 70s, maybe 80s, probably 80s, but like Apache, King 45, rest in peace. Lakeem Shabazz, who again I'm naming names that are just old hip hop people that you guys will probably never be able to know. Naughty by Nature, you know though, they were part of the Flavor Unit. So was Queen Latifah. You might know Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah shreds it on one of the tracks. But yeah, it's the King the 45 King presents the Flavor Unit is really, really fun track. It's like it's feel good hip hop. It's not gangster rap. It's still just kind of that, like, you know, like you're talking about like the birth kind of spots of hip hop. You know, Grandmaster Flash kind of style hip hop. It's been a blast. I've been enjoying it a lot. It's been too much fun. But yeah, so that's kind of what's been on my radar. And then I just picked up The Strokes, Fire, something in a Burning Room. Why can't I think of what it's called?
Slow Dancing in a Burning Room?
No, that's John Mayer. You know that. Room is on Fire? Is it Room is on Fire? I don't know. Something about a room and fire. It's got, like, Reptilia on it. It's, like, a solid album. I haven't cracked it open yet. And then I ended up buying Sable Fable, which, on vinyl, which I'm pretty excited about. And I'm waiting for my copy of Is This It? I got them to order in a copy of Is This It for me, which is one of my favorite albums of all time.
The Strokes album is just called Room on Fire.
It's just called Room on Fire. Okay, so I figured it out at the end of it.
You got there.
Is This It? Is This It is, like, maybe it's a no-skip album. I think it's one of my very few 10 out of 10s albums, so I'm so excited to have it in my discography. I've been waiting for it forever. I wanted specifically the international cover instead of the American cover.
Checks out.
I'm so excited for it. The American cover looks like a petri dish, and, like, the other one, like, has, like, a lady with, like, a glove, and she's got, like, her hand on her hip and shit like that. It's, like, it's sexy, and they were, like, too sexy for America.
Fucking Christ, man.
Yeah, so I was like, that's the one that I want.
Existential dread sets in again, baby.
Just Google the difference between the two, and you're like, that's a way better cover. That's a way better cover. But
I believe it. I believe it.
But yeah, so that's been my listening. But also we have all this new shit that we've been listening to.
Yeah.
So we kind of got to do, a little bit of that.
Yeah, we got to do a little bit of new stuff. This is, again, my time to shine. Track attack, baby. Okay, so the first one we have is, bless you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Is that the name of it? I thought it was something else.
Okay, the first track we have I threw on here for little Dana, our Brandito fiance Dana. She is the #1 fan of Bright Eyes, and Bright Eyes is back with a cute little ska track called First World Blues. Brandito's laughing at me already. I'm awkward. Okay, anyway, so who is Bright Eyes, you might ask?
They're not a ska band.
No, they're not. Connor does whatever he wants. But so they're an indie rock band that were founded back in 95 in Omaha, Nebraska by singer-songwriter Connor Oberst. He was originally a founding member of the band Commander Venus, and while recording with that band, he amassed a collection of tracks that just didn't fit with their discography. So after they disbanded in 97, he decided to use these to post the first official Bright Eyes album in 98, titled A Collection of Songs Written and Recorded in 1995 to 1997. Very creative name. Anyway, their early work typically consisted of Connor being backed up by like a rotating lineup of artists from their local indie scene. But eventually he was permanently joined by multi-instrumentalists Mike Mogus and Nate Walcott. And then between 98 and 2011, Bright Eyes released 9 studio albums. I did not realize how busy they were. Through Saddle Creek Records, which was a Nebraska-based label founded by Connor's brother, Justin. And they actually, that kind of set them out to be one of the most influential bands of the early 2000s indie rock, and actually even like crept into the emo scene. And then, yeah, after a very long hiatus, Bright Eyes returned in 2020 after signing a 2-album deal with Dead Oceans, which gave us Down in the Weeds and Where the World Once Was in 2020, and 5 Dice All Threes in 2024. And now they randomly decided to drop this little ska single called First World Blues. So yeah, we're getting random Bright Eyes.
That doesn't sound anything. Anyways, well, hey guys, if you guys heard Bright Eyes before, let's listen to this version of them.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like Bright Eyes.
Talking crazy down at Old Navy. I was feeling despondent at Hot Topic. Cutting myself in the bathroom with the guy with the red snapback. Took a calls in hat. Banana Republic. Oh, you learn to love it. Reaganomics was my favorite subject. Yeah, algebra's great. Always made me feel safe. But comparative religions, I could never get an A.
Okay, so I gotta just say, this really painted the picture of my middle school experience. Like, just emos hanging out at the mall. Like, some of those lines were so crazy. So yeah, it really brought me back, man. I was not I recognized the music and the music was nostalgia. Just what he's singing about was very nostalgic. In a very weird way. Anyway, continue. I don't know.
Most people don't progress their career into ska. It feels like a weird thing to do. If you know Bright Eyes is a bunch of very, very sad people that collectively talk about how sad they are.
It's really Connor's the big sad boy.
Oh yeah, like he has meltdowns, like alcoholic meltdowns on stage often. So this weird ska track is like so abrasive for me. Like I said, Dana's such a huge Bright Eyes fan.
Mm-hmm.
I own almost their whole discography on vinyl. This is so strange. I don't love it. It's ska, and I love ska, personally. Might be a hot take, because a lot of people are just like, ska is like the cheapest music that you can make. It is, but it's hilariously fun.
Yeah, but it's got like horns and
that's
shit that are so fun.
When it's Connor Oberst singing it, it's just like, oh, this isn't fun. This takes away the whole reason that ska like feels good to me. When you have Connor Oberst cry singing over it.
But I think that kind of is why I like it. Because
you like it?
Okay, I don't love it, but there's a part of me that kind of digs it, and I think because it just makes no sense. Like, it doesn't make sense together, but it's kind of fucking funny for me. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't dislike it.
I like ska, so like I have an organic affinity towards it. It's just Connor Oberst is not supposed to be the
Bright Eyes, dude.
I'm so sorry.
This is
I'm
not
so
even
sorry.
close to
Joe,
what
you
Bright Eyes
cannot
is.
judge Bright Eyes
So
off of this.
Well, immediately, do you know how excited I got when I went, oh my god, we're doing like a ska thing on Offbeat, or like, oh my god, like I'm really stoked for that.
Connor Oberst is not that dude.
I'm not mad about the like lyrics necessarily. Like, I get the post-capitalistic hellscape, like, or I guess late capitalistic hellscape, like existentialism. I can get behind that. I appreciate it. And it feels very, I don't know, it's this, I love ska. Like, I love ska. There's something special about it to me. Like, and like a lot of the concerts that I went to, like, in my teenage years were like ska concerts because they were also the most accessible, like cost-wise for a teenager who just got her license, like, right? But and this lands somewhere between like kind of like the second wave of ska, if you think stuff like The Clash and like almost like 90s, like I hate to say like 90s punk ska revival sort of stuff, like Rancid, but like it just doesn't land anywhere. And it just doesn't feel settled. It's too repetitive. It doesn't get the development and like the like highlighting of interplay between different instrumental lines that I usually like in ska. And it just
because they aren't just ska
audio was
artists.
just so disconnected from like the lyrics themselves were so disconnected from the music, and it just felt very weird to me. I see the group that's really gonna like it, and you know what? I'm real happy for them. But I don't know, man. Like,
they're not a ska band.
This is just very half-baked. And like for me, this being my first introduction to them, like because Dana likes them so much, I do need to go back and listen to some of their other stuff.
Oh, it's not ska, just a heads up.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping it's not.
It's Midwest emo. Like
it's Midwest emo, and just be prepared
they're not
to
a ska band. That's why, like, honestly, I give it a little bit more credit because I'm like, they're not ska, even though it's bad ska, and a lot of people would argue all ska is bad. So just remember that, keep that in mind, because musically, honestly, ska I don't really think is musically that ingenious ever.
It's fun though.
It's fun.
A lot of it's fun, and a lot of it is about doing different multiphonics or enharmonics with instruments. That's like a lot of extended techniques. So I appreciate like the artistry that goes into like the playing, but I get like that ska itself is not like revolutionary necessarily, groundbreaking, but this is just, I don't know, it feels like Baby's first like Casio where they hit a button that said ska track and then they went, oh yeah, I'm gonna put my sad boy lyrics over it, and I don't know, it just doesn't.
I love his sad boy lyrics, which is why I think it like.
Well, like
it just,
that's
the whole
the
song
thing
overall
is that
so
like that was what kind of makes it work is like because if you know who Bright Eyes is, you know this is so ridiculous for them to go in this direction. And like that actually gives it like a level of charm,
like funny haha for me. I don't know.
Like it's hilariously awful, like with intention, but I can't tell if it's with intention. That's the only problem that I have with it.
I feel like it has to be. I don't know.
Well, I mean, there was a moment where I was like, oh, I guess maybe you're intentionally doing this as like a commentary, because there's a moment where there's just the guitar, and the way that the guitar like there's some sort of distortion or filter on it where it almost replicates sort of the sound of like a saxophone for a second. And I went, oh,
Is that what that is?
You're kind of playing with it some, but I really just wish you had a saxophone play there instead. And so it just, I don't know. There was a lot where it was like, I see that you kind of understand what you're going for, and you clearly have some sort of talent to understand that and kind of replicate it. But none of this worked for me.
Like, I think it's tongue in cheek. Again, you don't know who Bright Eyes is, so you don't understand that it would be tongue in cheek. You just think like it's bad ska. They're not a ska band, like even a little bit. Like they're absolutely not even close. So like the only problem is the messaging of it being tongue in cheek just doesn't really land either. You know what I mean? Like I think I'm making an assumption on Bright Eyes' behalf that they're making fun of ska and like they're trying to like take the piss out of it.
Well, but like I even went and looked because like if there's a music video I don't, especially if I don't know what the fuck you're doing, I'm gonna give it a shot and hope that it really gets me there. I wrote like it's fine. At the end of the day, it really just feels like a bunch of friends had a project for school that they got together, did a group project because like. The whole
he's in his
like,
50s.
Music, I know, but it just feels like it's half baked, and like you just were like, yeah, I'm hanging out with my friends. Here's my project, and like I sent it, you know, and it's fine. And the whole music video is almost like it's trying to recreate like 90s like hip hop, like sort of like music video vibes, and like I don't know. The whole project to me just feels.
I have to watch the music video. And I didn't even think to look for a music video for this track.
It's a lot of them walking around like Brooklyn. And in black and white, and it's just them kind of walking down the street, and then like some people like jumping around, like we're really saying words, like.
But that's hilarious if you know who Bright Eyes is.
And that's where I am the common man. I am putting on my bob beanie and.
If I don't know why I would have thought you knew. I guess they didn't fully cross over into like mainstream emo.
No,
but
they really
I still
didn't.
have thought that maybe you knew that. I would have never picked this if I knew you didn't know who Bright Eyes. Do you know like Lover I Don't Have to Love? Lover I Don't Have to Love was one of their bigger hits, which is crazy because it's the saddest song ever. I wanna love her, I don't have to love.
Like it's that's hilarious. Anyways.
For
me, like I said, I don't know if the tongue-in-cheek part was as obvious, which might have hurt it a little bit for me. I gave it a 6-7.
Okay, I'm really glad that I was actually kind of on the same page as you because I gave it a 6-8.
Okay,
because I was like, there's something kind of like, charming about it.
There is, again, if you don't know who Bright Eyes is, then it seems like shitty ska. And ska is kind of organically not that great to begin with. So, like, honestly, I would be hard-pressed to give ska, regardless, anything more than an 8. Even if it's really good ska.
I can't wait to know, Rose, how bad did you tank it?
Not as bad as you probably think. I did. So this is the first time, I was telling them this before we started recording. This is the first time that all my ratings, for the most part, I had like a little like, this is the one-liner that just really encapsulates how I feel about this. And my one-liner was, the divorced dad rock guys are gonna love this at the cabana when they're on vacation with their kids who they hate.
Oh no, this is not for divorced dad. This is not divorced dad rock.
But it's got that vibe that if you're not listening to it, you know.
Bright Eyes is never touching that. 5-3?
5-3?
Yeah.
That's not nearly as bad as I thought you were going to give
No,
it.
not even a little bit.
Cool.
No,
I see
divorced dads don't know who Bright Eyes is, except for the fact that they're
exactly.
angsty teen daughters that are mad at him for the divorce are playing it upstairs.
No, they're gonna hear this like specific song at the cabana while they're drinking, and they're gonna be like, "Man, he gets me. That's sad, but like,
because
it's
nobody
and,
that's
like,
at a cabana will ever play Bright Eyes either, because he's the saddest, most broken dude that has ever existed.
Don't
I
play
feel
this.
like I feel like it's for the elder emos who are now dads. Yeah.
Maybe, but honestly, I don't even think... I think most of Bright Eyes' clientele isn't dudes at all.
I guess it is a lot of women. Yeah, it's a lot of women.
So, like, Bright Eyes is not pandering to that at all. I honestly think they're taking the piss out of ska music. Because, like, a lot of ska music, especially, like, a lot of what you said, like, that second wave ska music was about selling out.
Yeah.
And so, this was, like, Conor Oberst being like, this is me selling out. I'm going to do a ska song because who cares about me anyways?
Yeah.
Because that's how all of his music is.
And let's make it a narrative
Maybe
on
I'd
our
have
first world
if I knew more
privilege.
about them, but I don't know.
If you listen to Bright Eyes, you'll actually find like how funny this is. This is hilarious. It's so entertaining because of that stuff. Listen to Bright Eyes. Like, listen to...
Can we get Dana to put together a best of soundtrack?
Yeah,
for...
give me a best of playlist. Hit me with the ham best of. Like,
Yeah.
we got
I would do it, but I think
Cause...
Dana's better qualified.
Because I'm clearly out of my depth here in some regard. Because like
100%.
I can get behind it being fun, tongue in cheek. I don't know. As a song that stands alone, and this is all I've ever heard of them, this just really falls very flat.
Yeah,
I think that's a very fair, like, critique.
Yeah.
Even if it's not, I'm sticking to it.
Very fair.
Like, all you need to do is, like, listen to, like, First Day of My Life, and, like...
First day.
You'll get it. Like, you'll understand, like, right away. You'll be like, this is not these guys at all, and that makes it hilarious.
Oh, so fucking good. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
But here, I think part of my letdown was just, I was so excited. I was like, okay, we're getting ska. Like, I'm ready to see what you're going to do with this. And then it just...
See, my letdown was we're getting Bright Eyes, and then I got ska.
Yeah, so we went from two different directions, and you at least understand and, like, appreciate the artist and know them. I don't, and so they just really, like...
Put out bad stuff.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I guess.
100%.
God.
Anyways, moving on, Mel.
Moving on to The End of Summer by Tame Impala. So Tame Impala is an Australian psychedelic indie rock project led by Kevin Parker with close ties to the Australian band Pond. So they often share members and collaborators. Kevin is actually a solo act in the recording studio, but on tour he is joined by Dominic Simper, Jay Watson, Cam Avery, and Julian Barbagallo.
Good shot.
Gayo? Who knows? Originally founded in 2007, their first album, Inner Speaker, wasn't released until 2010, but it achieved certified gold status in Australia. Their 2012 follow-up, Lonerism, reached platinum status and received a Grammy nomination for Best Alternative Music Album. That marked a pivot in their sound to include a lot of like hip hop and disco influences. And that actually led to collaborations with like Kanye West, Travis Scott, Lady Gaga, SZA, Mick Jagger, because he seems to collaborate with whoever he wants. Mm-hmm. And then their most recent album, The Slow Rush, released in 2020, which seems like a long time ago, but they've since been featured on a crazy amount of soundtracks like The Minions, The Rise of Gru, Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, Barbie, the list goes on. And yeah, they might be gearing up for a new release, but we've got End of Summer. For now, at least.
Yeah.
Which I guess the timing is great because it's the end of summer.
Let's listen to a short chunk of this 7-minute
very
track.
long song.
You had to pick one of the chunks that was my least favorite part of this.
That's
and
incredible.
You owe me a drink for that.
That's incredible. How did I do that?
Immediately, as soon as it came out, I was just, oh, okay. Like
I
okay.
fucking hate
I
you,
feel
Mel.
personally victimized by Mel.
It's so hard. It was 7 minutes and I was like, I don't even know where to go. Here we go. This one's fine.
That was the first thing I noted before I even started. I said, it's a 7-minute song. Like, if you make any mistakes in this, it is going to feel so tedious.
Yeah.
And God, did it feel so tedious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, to start, I thought the drum off the bat was like really intense. I liked the way they gradually added in things. The random sound effects were so weird and extra. Like, I don't think it was necessary. It just felt like somebody playing with like a new toy. And it did not need to be that long. It was just so repetitive. It was just like,
it's supposed to be.
What?
This is
very EDM house mix.
It's a house song, right? Like, this is what it's exactly what it is. Not what I expected from Tame Impala for a summer single drop, but like, this is house music. This is 90s dance music. Like, it's a fun take from Tame Impala. It's super different from what they usually are. It's super synth heavy. It's still incorporating some of their psych elements that they really enjoy and use a lot. But like, yeah, it's you get this reprieve in the middle, this heavy drum like comes back in and stuff like that. It's a house song. It's EDM, it's dance music. It's, for me, like, I even wrote, I'm like, I don't like this as a single, but like, I would put this into a playlist if this is specifically the vibe that I was going for.
I could see that, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is a song that you incorporate into a playlist specifically because this is what I'm doing today. I'm going to sit there and just do this. I don't care about the lyrics. I don't care about some of the other sounds. Like, none of that stuff matters. You want that beat to be penetrating through. You want it to mix up slowly over the course of the song so you get slight variations that you can hear in the background while you're doing anything else, right? And they kind of nail it, personally, in my opinion. They nail it on this. It's not my style of music. It's not something that I actively go to often. But if I was like at a restaurant and this song was playing for 7 minutes, I wouldn't notice that it's playing for 7 minutes. And that's kind of exactly
no, because you're doing other, like, I guess that makes sense. It's music for if you're doing a million other things and you're not actually paying attention to the music.
Yeah.
But
if we're at a party, like, this is when everybody's talking and like maybe a couple people are dancing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't take over anything.
Mm-hmm.
Which is okay. Like, that's exactly what house music was there for. That's why they called it house music. It was music that the house was playing so that it didn't take away from what the house was doing, right? So, I think they kind of nailed it on that side of things. I think this is actually like a really fun track that a lot of people are going to love, and I don't disappreciate it. Just not my style of music on a regular basis.
I really dig house music, and for me, it was okay. Like, it hit and ticked all the boxes that you needed it to be like a house mix. Everything that you really ask for from it. I really did not like the weird chipmunky vocals. I don't know what the thought was there. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but it really was not it for me. It just really, the enjoyment I was feeling, that came up just often enough that I went, wow, okay, thanks. Like, I guess. But there just, for me, there wasn't enough going on that by the halfway point when we finally got some sort of like development section in the music, that the whole thing felt really stagnant by then, and it wasn't doing enough to really draw me back in. And I was disappointed. Like, I don't need it to be doing something crazy because it is going for house, but I needed something. And then by the time that we're 4 minutes in, I'm tapped out. I'm just waiting for it to end, and there's still 3 minutes left, which is what I was worried about. Like, the verse melodies aren't great. They're fine. Nothing is really interesting or captivating enough to listen to this as a standalone. As a house mix, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be good when you add in, if people want to like remix it to try to make it more like upbeat, dancey. But I think it fits pretty squarely where it's at, and I just really didn't like the chipmunk voice thing. I said that like 4 times in my notes. Like, I really didn't like it.
I give On Beat Off Script a 0.0 for even trying to critique it. If you're trying to critique a song like this, you're not listening to it properly. That's honestly straight up. That's it's on us for trying to critique a song that really isn't meant to be critiqued. Like, it's not, like, that's not what it was put out there for.
With the context that you just explained for like what its purpose would be, it makes sense. Because like, obviously I was sitting down listening to this, like being very like paying very close attention to everything, and I was bored. I was like, I don't want, but yeah, if it's on in the background, I would totally bop to the beat. Like, it's a fun little vibe. I like the atmosphere it creates, but as far as like putting it on a playlist, I was just like, I didn't understand where it would fit into my life, but now I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's house music. That's
Yeah.
that's what house music is, right?
Mm.
I gave it a 6-1.
Okay. I gave it a 6-0 just because I see where it fits in at things. I mean, there's not a lot of substance to it, but there doesn't have to be. But you know.
It's not the world's best house song, but again, at the end of the day, trying to critique house music, like especially like house music that's done specifically like this, is almost like that's on us more so than it is on any band that made it or any
I
artist
didn't
that
actually. I mean, obviously, I'm just here because I like music. I know nothing about music. I didn't know the purpose of house music until you just like literally defined it for me. I didn't know that's what its intention is. I have no clue. I also gave it a 6-0 actually though. So we were all actually kind of on the same page.
100%. It's just it's not amazing house music. It's the house music and Tame Impala. The only thing that I dislike more about it is because I know what Tame Impala can do, and so I was really more excited about a Tame Impala song.
Same.
But then it ended up just being a house mix. I'm like, this is fine. It's cool. It's yeah. Like I said, it has its places. The place is in the background.
Mm-hmm.
But
fair. All right. So now moving on to my girl. We've already talked about her a lot on this podcast, even today. True Believer by Hayley Williams. So yeah, as we said earlier, she dropped 17 singles to streaming services that were previously available on her website. This is her first solo artist release as an independent artist. And just play the clip because I've talked about her so much. And if you guys want the full bio, you can go to another episode.
Underneath the biggest bridges, they pose in Christmas cards with guns as big as all the children. They say that Jesus is the way, but then they gave him a white face, so they don't have to pray to someone they deem lesser than them. The South will not rise again till it's paid for every sin. Strange fruit, hard bargain.
I lost my mind at the strange fruit mention. I was so excited.
I think this song is so incredibly important to what's going on in the world right now. Yeah, the Strange Fruit mention was incredible. For anybody who doesn't know, Strange Fruit is a protest song against the lynching of Black people back in like the Jim Crow era. So yeah, comparing them to fruit. Like literally comparing them to fruit hanging in trees, like wild. It was so well done. I just love her so much. She's such an ally to everybody. She's not afraid to just like call it how she sees it. It's a hard song to listen to. It's heavy. I think it's very important though.
Yeah, going along with it, she's always been very open about that she is, religious, but I appreciate calling things out. There's also a lot in this song when I kind of looked into some of the lyric choices a little bit yesterday. That is her really critiquing this, like, how Nashville itself is so different in recent years because there's been such a massive shift with this, like, weird Christian like capitalism in it that's really kind of taken away what people fell in love with Nashville in the first place for. And really, gestures broadly because I think you could say it about a lot of places right now.
The culture shift right now is terrifying.
Yeah, and it does do a lot of calling out and pointing like light to, we love Jesus. Yes, Jesus. And then every single depiction of him is decidedly white and not Middle Eastern like he would have been or anything like that because we can't, a lot of it I really liked. I see Brandito's face. I feel like Brandito did not.
Because he's about to roast it sonically, probably.
Well, and like, I gotta be honest with you. You said because of the state of the world right now. Don't say the world.
The United States.
Yeah.
The United States.
So maybe some of this stuff is kind of missed on me. Like it doesn't.
It's a protest song.
For sure it is. It's a protest that I'm not necessarily involved in. You know what I mean? I can support you guys in the way that I can support you guys, but I don't the vested interest that I have is just you guys. which kind of takes away a little bit of like what the messaging is behind it. It's a cool aesthetic. I like this post-grungy kind of like look for her. I think it's unique in that way. The piano melody behind it, I felt like very Evanescence-esque because of like the anger that you could tell that was in those like softer moments. It just never had that explode moment for me, which I think I was really kind of looking for. I didn't really get that. It kind of busts into a little bit of a breakbeat at some point. And we kind of heard it in that clip, like when it kind of ends up going into there, which gives it a little bit more rhythm for me. I liked that aspect to it. But, yeah, it's super political and, like, it's really specific, wildly specific on its content matter. It's obviously really powerful subject matter. For me, it's not really what I wanted from Hayley. Like, it's not, it doesn't do anything.
There's 16 other tracks you can
I was
listen
going to say,
to.
you might like some of the other
Absolutely,
tracks
and I'm going to dive
this
into those.
one
Yeah.
was very much so more
Very
heavy hit, like, downcast piano ballad, Hayley protest. Like,
Yeah, which
I
again,
actually really
is-
like that it doesn't explode because I think it adds to the intensity of the song too. Like I don't know.
Yeah, she does it in like such an off-putting way, which I don't think loses it or like takes away from it at all, which is I think is a good thing. Like I understand like what it is as a protest song. It's just maybe not for me.
Yeah.
You know
fair.
what I mean? Like I said, like it's not, this isn't a global problem. This is like a very specific domestic problem that she's trying to bring up. And so what you guys find so heavy, because I listened to the song multiple times because it's been blowing up on TikTok and has all of this following behind it. I've like looked into it and I heard the song before you had added it to the list. And I'm like, I really don't get the draw behind it. I didn't know about the strange fruits thing because that's not something that I learn about up here. It's we had a little bit of a different situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not that Canada was without any problems. Of course, we had our own things. So like, I don't want to sit there and say that we were perfect up here.
was
No, of
very
course not. But
different here.
Yeah.
And to see a protest song brought up in reference here, given everything that's going on again here, like, I see how it wouldn't hit as hard if you're not in America right now and not as deeply entrenched in what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, she mentioned strange fruit and I got like chills. Like I was like, oh, we went there. Like,
I've never heard that phrase once before in my life.
Whew.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
That is kind of wild. That I mean, it makes sense that it's not topical too. Wow.
yeah. So for me, it was a 7.
Okay,
Even.
I respect that.
I can
I
respect
would-
what the powerful messaging is behind it. Just like I said, it's
just not your thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went 8-8 with it. There are definitely things I like more that she's done, but I do think it was really profound. I don't see this being like huge mainstream pop thing or, I just 8-8 for me.
Yeah, I gave it an 8.5 because, I think it's extremely important. I'm very happy to see it getting some traction on TikTok because it is getting some attention and the attention it deserves. And,
there's lots of people that are just like, like, for those of you who don't know what strange fruit is, like, Hayley just sang about it, and, like, they didn't actually mention, in all the TikToks, they don't actually mention what strange fruit is. So I'm like, I still don't understand, like, what the reference is to at all. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
No, literally, it's the hanging of black people.
That makes sense. That's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
So I understand also why on TikTok they're not explaining what it is, because I think that would also get them banned. Which is a problem, because you should be able to talk about that stuff.
TikTok is
So
censoring us. Wow!
I get it. I get all of it. But, like
Yeah.
I said, it's just a lot of that stuff was really missed on me. And, again, musically, I don't think any of us can say that this is close to her best work. Lyrically and subject matter-wise, it's important, but musically, it did nothing for me. And subject matter was kind of missed on me. So
Fair.
that's on my side for being an ignorant Canadian about what's happening in the United States, I suppose. But
I'm so
I'll
jealous
own
that
that.
you're an ignorant.
I'll own that, and we'll go from there.
Oh, man, you're living my dream. Anyway. Moving on to the very opposite side of the spectrum.
God.
The whiplash show is real. We've got Miami by Morgan Wallen, Lil Wayne, and Rick Ross. So Morgan Wallen is a toxic countryman that I fucking hate and I don't like giving attention to. We covered him on episode 2. If you want me to talk about him, you can hear him there. I'm not giving him any more attention.
Dude hates chairs.
He really hates chairs. Yeah. Really loves
Speaking of
being
Nashville.
drunk.
It's really, you really put these right next to each
I know.
other.
This is the problem with Nashville. This is what Haley's singing against. Anyway, I mean, not fuck it.
Yeah.
Anyway, anyway, Lil Wayne, Brandito put together a beautiful bio for Lil Wayne on episode 11, from glitter pop to coding drop, so you can hear more about him there. And then Rick Ross is new to the On Beat Off Script universe, so I will bio him. And he.
I love our little universe we're coming up with.
I do really like when I don't have to do a full bio, because it's like talked about, check. Okay. Anyway, Rick Ross is an extremely influential and at times very problematic rapper and entrepreneur, born as William Leonard Roberts II in Mississippi, whose stage name is inspired by the drug trafficker Freeway Ricky Ross.
Yeah.
I learned that the other day. Anyway, before releasing his debut single Hustlin' in 2006, Ross was actually a part of a crazy bidding war between Diddy's Bad Boy Entertainment, Irv Gotti's Murder Inc., and Jay-Z's Def Jam Records. He ended up signing a multi-million-dollar deal with Jay-Z, and his debut studio album, Port of Miami, dropped in 2006 and peaked at number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart. He has since released 11 studio albums. 5 of those have hit number 1 on the charts. He's received 4 Grammy nominations, has ended up signing with Diddy's Croc Entertainment, then actually created his own label, Maybach Music Group, and he's been arrested and charged with kidnapping and assault. And then most recently... he got dragged alongside of Soulja Boy and Snoop Dogg for performing at a crypto ball held in January to celebrate our dearest Donald Trump, his return.
Let's not say R
I
in that statement.
Sarcasm, guys. I promise. I fucking hate this fucker so much. Yeah, so that was to celebrate his little return to the White House, unfortunately. And yeah, a weird lineup. Let's just play it. I don't know what else to say.
Cool. It is also worth noting that this is actually a cover of he added to 2 artists, Lil Wayne and Rick Ross. This was actually Miami was a solo track off of his last pretty horrendous album.
Of his song that was like a weird cover of like what is considered a country classic song.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
I didn't
he
have
really
that
just
context.
doubled down on continuing to be bad. So.
Yeah, 100%.
I love
Here
that
we
you're bringing
start
that
with a little bit
context.
of Florida Georgia Lame.
Toast, let's drink to it. Still real with my day ones, and I'm still down to die for you. Pray for me when that day comes.
It ain't nothing like where I'm from. Yeah, I can't keep my gun in my truck. They don't know my name at these bars. And you can't even see any stars in mine. You got me in my head for a couple days now, but it don't hit the same as the Tennessee town. Except for getting sand in my boots. Ask yourself, what the hell is a redneck gonna do?
Your face was
Lame
killing
ass
me.
white racist country boy tries to become popular and relevant by using other big names like Keith Whitley and Rick Ross and Lil Wayne to prove that he's relevant and good at music and he's cool and not racist, and it continues to fall flat. And there's nothing redeeming about this except for Rick Ross, who for some fucking reason is able to pop off for like one little verse. Congrats on being shitty but doing the only good thing in the song. Like, it's bad. I don't like it.
I fucking hate it so much. I hate it so much.
There
Like I
is
said-
a certain subsection of the world that is going to go nuts about this and be like, yes, he gets me. Go to therapy, babe. Do better. You can do better than this.
Like I said, it's Florida Georgia Lame, and Florida Georgia Line was already really lame. Like they were already the worst. Like even Lil Wayne's verse was like super
Bad.
like white. Like I feel like he actually like didn't know what to rap about.
He phoned that in.
Like genuinely, I
'cause
think he walked up to Morgan and he was like, "Yo, Morgan, like I'm not even from Miami. Like why am I on this? Like this,
It
you're
makes
not
no
even from
sense.
Miami. The
It
only
makes
person
no
from
sense.
Miami is Rick Ross. And guess who rapped his ass off to try to save the track? The one guy from Miami that could actually talk about it. because neither of them know a thing about Miami.
This song just has me really concerned that we're about to get rednecks bringing guns into clubs in Miami. Like, can we just not make
That's
sure
already happening. Hold up.
I got news for you there, babe.
Sorry, I know I just said on the last track my ignorance, but I know that's happening.
Like Wallen instead here. This is
Megan Wallen.
This is the absolute opposite, like the antithesis to what we were just doing. And
Yeah,
I
it
don't
really
like it.
is.
I can't stand by it. I hate bringing attention to him.
Mm.
Like, do better.
And then I just wrote down that this is
pick a thing. This is the one where I said he is not cut out to be making music. You should just stop.
Okay, that checks out.
You know, here's the thing: is Morgan Wallen, like early in his career, had some really, really solid tracks. Really solid tracks. Then he kind of started to like develop an outside personality as an asshole, and then he doubled down on it on his last album and still produced really mediocre music, which then like kind of just comboed for me to be like, okay, maybe you're right. But Morgan Wallen clearly has talent, like regardless of if he's a good person or not, he has talent because, you know, Liquor Talk was a fantastic song. I think that was a unbelievably solid country track. He has the talent. It's his personality that ruins him.
He's sold out to the folks on hate to do it to you, to the folks on the right who are looking for somebody that they can feel like gets them and can bring them their good old boy country sort of stuff back with some of the other genres that they're into, to make them feel validated in their hateful opinions and stances, because he has shown that he is willing to cater to that at this point after 2021 when he got called out, and has just continued to not even slide in this direction, just full on launch in this direction. Like, and honestly, this song as a whole, like even with the talent that was in that room, AI could have done this better. And I absolutely cannot stand to have to say that. Like,
don't do Rick Ross dirty like that.
I was gonna say
the only thing thing redeeming on this was Rick Ross.
His,
yeah. It was just a minor kidnapping charge. So like,
just a minor kidnapping charge.
And assault. That's crazy. Whoa.
It's weird that somehow Rick Ross is like the top dog in terms of how we feel about this track.
Somehow,
like that's actually uncomfortable because he had some history for sure.
Yeah.
But well,
I don't know. I hate it. I lost a lot of respect for Lil Wayne on this one.
I don't know if Lil Wayne knew why he was there in the first place.
I don't know, but can we just like start being more intentional with our decisions? Maybe I don't know. Like
I think there's a lot when you're a bigger name and you've got the ability to swing your weight around with your name, platforming and like assisting in tracks with people who are like really not great. And then writing it off as, oh well, you guys do just they have to get money. He has money. He's getting money. He doesn't have to do that. Like,
he actually has a song
really
called "I Got Money."
Doing that.
Oh, no, maybe that Young Jeezy. Might be Young Jeezy. I might be wrong on that.
Lil Wayne is not strapped for cash, guys.
Like, you know, I get it if you're a little indie artist and you're like having to do this because your label forced you. You have enough weight as Lil Wayne. You have enough weight to like throw around to like avoid doing this. Don't do this.
You can say no to Morgan Wallen.
Yeah. Everyone should say no to Morgan Wallen.
I like Morgan Wallen. I like that a lot. Well,
I'm gonna stay out of that.
I only gave it a 2.5, and that was because of Rick Ross. I fucking hate it. I never want to hear this again.
Oh boy. I gave it a 0.4, and it was only saved by the fact that Rick Ross did so well on his verse, and I can't rate it equal to or lower than that Bruce Springsteen single. I really hate it because I really hated that.
So you gave it a 0.4?
A 0.4. Because I gave Bruce Springsteen a 0.3, and I don't know that I'm ready to put something below that yet.
I gave it a 2.9.
Sick. Cool.
I gave it a 2.9. Rick Ross killed it. The backtrack is fine.
Miami Beach. Okay, well, let's just prep for more. Let's just move on. We got more Whiplash.
Yeah.
The lineup this week is insane. Anyway, Kim Petras is up next. So Kim is a German singer-songwriter currently based in LA who's known for her Madonna and Kylie Minogue-esque dance pop. She started recording music as a young teen, but first made headlines at the age of 13 when she appeared on a German talk show and documentary advocating for herself to get permission for an early sex reassignment surgery. She wanted it by the age of 16, when the minimum age in Germany was 18. At the time, she was the youngest person in the world to transition. At the age of 19, knowing only a few people off the internet, she moves to LA to pursue a career in music, where she actually was just living in like a producer's garage or like sleeping in studios. By 2017, she self-released her debut single, I Don't Want It At All, and that reached Spotify's global viral chart, leading her to be named as one of Spotify's Rise artists, which was a program to help identify and break out young stars. Man, this is a long bio. I'm out of breath. Despite releasing a series of digital singles that became known as Era One, her 2018 Halloween-themed EP Turn Off the Light, and her 2019 studio mixtape Clarity, her debut studio album Feed the Beast didn't release until 2023. And that was after the massive success that was Unholy, her collaboration with Sam Smith. Now, let's talk about Unholy. Unholy released in September of 2022. I know, it's a lot. This also leads into the next bio, though. So Unholy released in September of 2022, and the virality of that, the virality that came with it was massive. It became her first career entry to the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 chart, made her the first openly transgender woman in history to have a #1 song on the chart, and it made Sam Smith the first non-binary artist as well. And then that duo later brought home the Grammy Award for Best Pop Duo Group Performance, again making history as the first openly transgender and non-binary person to win a Grammy. And now we're currently awaiting her third album, rumored to be called Eurotrash, but there's no official release date yet. Okay, sorry, that was a lot. There's a lot going on there, though. Anyway, moving on. Play the track.
Sure.
Gotcha, fuckers. Pop off
I really see the dark circles Brandito has developed just since that song started. Crazy. Oh no.
Bros, want to lead us off?
Go ahead.
I love it. It's like gay-infused dance pop, very Euro trash. I love it. Like, it does, there's times where it feels very like Charlie XCX. I'm not the biggest Charlie fan, but it's still fun. The music is, it's very like, it feels like a club, and like, there's nothing revolutionary to it. The lyrics are very repetitive, but I'm a hyper pop girly. I love the hyper pop electronica, like club feeling, and I'll bump to this. I'm excited to listen to it. I'm gonna have fun. Like, I don't think it's gonna be like anything that blows somebody away, but I love it.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. I don't see a lot of situations where I'd be listening to it. It did get a little annoying to me at parts, and some of it kind of hurt my eardrums a little bit, where I was like, oh shit, she's going wild. But yeah, in a club, this is gonna pop off. So I get it. I understand its place.
Yeah, the repetitive, like, freak it, like, over and over got a little annoying, but, like, it kind of builds in a club setting. And so, like, I can't be mad about it. It's not my favorite. The line, little Eurotrash, and it's all for me, I went, oh, no, it is all for me. I kind of love it for what it is, you know? I can't fault it for being exactly where it knows it wants to be. Brandito, though.
It's not Eurotrash. It isn't Eurotrash. It's not hyperpop. It's none of those. It's just really bad pop. It's just really bad pop music. It's just pop gone off the wall. Like, I specifically wrote, you're calling it Eurotrash. It's not. It's actually it's genuinely not. It's like all you're doing is repeating the same thing over and over again with a bass line. Like, that's not Eurotrash. Like, it's not Europop. It's not hyperpop. It's none of the above. It's none of the things that you just said that you said that it was. It's none of those things. It's not. All she does is say freak it over and over again. Every single flourish is freak it. Like, she just sounds like a messier Kesha somehow, which I didn't think was a real thing. I didn't think Kesha could get messier. She's just a messier Kesha.
Kesha's a fun messy. I wish this was as messy. Well,
no,
it
this is messier.
Kind of mess.
Musically, this is more destructive than anything Kesha ever put out.
I guess that's
Kesha
true.
herself is maybe messier than Kim Petras is, but that's the charm of her while having creative, constructive pop music. This is not. This is just
I just
deconstructing
like the
everything because
trailer.
Charlie XCX had a fucking bang out year. All she did was copy Brat in an awful way and created bad music, called it Eurotrash and was wrong about it. This is brutal. Like, I get that she maybe was I need to release something this summer, and this is what she threw together. Like, that's really the only thing that makes sense, because this also should have been out a month and a half ago. If she really,
I do agree. It should have come out closer to start of summer.
This might have been her third single drop now from this, and it's just the first one that we finally covered, or it might be the second. It's not her first single drop. Prepping for this album,
she dropped. Let's see. The last single she dropped was June 27th from this, which is Polo, and then Freak It, which just came out, is the second from this drop.
Okay, so maybe
unless she ties in Don't Lie, but Don't Lie came out in September, so it feels kind of far back.
That's
Also, I'll be honest with you, didn't really like Body Shop. I think that's also a terrible song. It's just I'm not a big fan of Kim Petras. This is somehow worse. It's like I said, I literally wrote Charlie XCX if you were asked to do it in an hour and just watched the Lego movie. That's what it.
Not the Lego movie Catching a Stray.
I
really like it.
It's brutal. It sounds like a credits track to a kid's movie, but it's about freaking it somehow. It's bad music, man. It's bad music.
You know what I don't like? I don't like that Diddy has ruined the word freak, because now all I hear is freak off instead of freak it. So there's I
don't know. It's just, this is very gay focused, gay centered, dance pop, and I am the target audience. I'm digging it. It's not anything revolutionary, but it is fun. It fits exactly where it's trying to be. I'm having a good time. To me, I can't rate Bright Eyes and be like, oh, it's tongue in cheek, and then rate this harsher than that.
But this isn't tongue-in-cheek. This is her genuinely thinking that she's making music right now.
And I love it. You know what? And she's doing exactly what she intended to do, I think, with this track.
Yeah, I think I think for her fan base, absolutely. This is what is what people want.
Her fan base needs to get better taste in music.
I just don't think you're a gay boy.
I love hyperpop. I like Europop. This is none of those things. This is just really bad pop music.
It's kind of fun. It's fun.
So now I want to know where you put this, because you rated Morgan Wallen in the twos.
The same 2.9.
Whoa,
that is disrespectful. No.
I gave Rihanna's Weird Smurf single a 2.1.
Okay,
this
but that was
a little bit better, because this just sounds like. This sounds just like I said, it sounds like credit music. It's brutal. This is awful.
Wait, Mel, what'd you give it?
I definitely did not love it as much as you, Rose. I prefer Kesha's messy to Kim's messy. I gave it a 5.8 though, because I do think it serves a purpose. Really I think it really does serve a purpose. I think it's fun. When the beat drops, it's chaotic, but still it's satisfying. I cock blocked you on that one, but
This is gonna pop off in my household, if nothing else, because when I need to just like throw on something where I can feel like I'm at the club and just like head empty and go for it, yeah, this is it. 7-6.
nice.
Oh my goodness.
I knew Rose was gonna love it, though. I knew.
Oh yeah,
I knew
it was made for people like me.
Yeah.
I am the market. Like,
Yeah.
Nobody's the market.
the
You
gays
can't
are.
say Rose is not a nobody. Rose is right here. You
Nobody's
can't
the
say
market
that.
Sorry, you're
I
right.
don't
The
think this is
market
gonna
is
be
for
the
people
last
that
time we
don't-
disagree
you're
today.
Smarter. You went to school for music, and you can be okay with
But
that.
she knows
drivel?
how to have fun, Brandito.
I was about to say, here's
Brutal.
my thing, is that I can sit here if I want to critique and like analyze every single bit of it. Like it's
brutal
not
music.
a stellar, it's not blown away, but I also,
Wait.
well, and no, I'm not blown away by anything. There's nothing in here where I'm like,
Yeah,
this was
there's-
really special or different.
If blown
But,
away is where
again,
you're
for
just
me-
limboing under, that's what's crazy to me.
No, and for me, if music makes me feel something or makes someone feel something, I can get on board with that. Not everything has to be groundbreaking, innovative, top of your career art.
No, but it can start
And
with being
this
okay.
is fun. This is fun. It's enjoyable. It makes you feel just something. And maybe it's not for you, and that's okay. And maybe it's not your thing. And there are genuine critiques to be made about it, but I really enjoyed it. 7-6 for the vibes. Like,
There's so many other songs that fit that vibe so much better, though. Like, that are actually, like, good
Wait, Rose,
songs.
did you say you're not a big Charlie fan?
I've never been the biggest Charlie fan. Brat for me was pretty alright. I didn't like a lot of the visuals that went with it, and that's where a lot of my gripe came from. Like, I don't like a lot of flashing lights just over and over and stuff. Like, so just having flashing green screen was kind of intense for me. But I didn't hate what she was doing. I enjoy this. I think either it's grown on me enough that it set me up to really enjoy this, or maybe I just need to go back and listen to Charlie again and just go for the vibes and
Because
less.
Charlie is just, like, the
analytics.
same, like, similar style, just 1,000 times better.
Brat I loved so
Yeah.
much. So
Brat
yeah,
is
I think you
an
need to give Brat
incredible
another
album.
listen.
That actually
Listen,
does
I love
hit
a
moments
good
of
gay
hyperpop and
messy
Europop.
like club tune. Like
Yeah.
But that's what Charlie XCX did, just better. Like, they're just
Charlie,
just good songs.
I guess the gays love her, but she's not making like, I don't know. I don't know if it's gay enough.
All of what Kim Petras tried to do here, Brat does, like, 7-fold better. And that's my problem with it. Like, this is just a ripoff and a really poorly done ripoff. So,
Well-
if you want the vibes, there's better
this is
things
what I
for the
knew I
vibes.
was going to disappoint you on, and I'm glad I
Yeah.
lived up to it.
I definitely knew you were gonna like it, and Brandito
Yeah, as
was
soon as
not.
it cut out, I was like, oh, it's done. As soon as I saw no one else was vibing like I was, oh yeah.
Brutal.
It's fun. I'm not vibing as hard as you, but it's fun.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll move on to her bestie, Sam Smith. So Sam Smith is an English singer-songwriter known for their genre blending of R&B, pop, soul, and jazz, and their very emotional ballads. They grew up a theater kid and was heavily involved in music at a young age, studying singing and songwriting under jazz pianist Joanna Eden. Their debut album, In the Lonely Hour, released in 2014 and was internationally successful with its single Stay With Me. I cannot believe that song is 11 years old. That reached #1 in the UK and #2 on the US Billboard Hot 100 hit chart. And then the album also won them the Grammys for Best New Artist, Best Pop Vocal Album, Record
Also
of
got
the
him
Year,
sued.
and Song of the Year. Oh yeah, was it Tom Petty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was a ripoff.
Yeah. I still kind of liked it though. And
Moving
yeah,
on.
anyway, so they now boast 4 studio albums, 5 Grammys, 3 Brit Awards, 3 Billboard Music Awards, and thanks to Writings on the Wall, which was the theme song for Spectre, the 24th James Bond movie, they have an Academy Award and a Golden Globe, and as previously mentioned, made a bunch of history with the track Unholy with Kim Petras. So yeah,
Also a bad song. But anyways, listen to-
Unholy was a bop. Don't even.
Oh, yo, yo. Anyways, brutal. Let's listen to Sam Smith.
Take off all your burdens. Shame's no friend of mine. Lost my faith in perfect. We'll be whole in time. Oh, to be free. Like the river, oh, it dares to be.
So something I really, really appreciate about this song is, so it was initially composed and performed by Sam Smith and Simon Aldred in 2020, but they held on to it for a long time. And to pay like tribute to Simon Aldred, they actually did this in a single vocal take and guitar take to like kind of capture the atmosphere of a live performance, which I really, really appreciate. I think they did that really, really well. Also, I put Sam Smith's vocals on a tier with like Adele, where I think vocally they just can't miss for me. I think they're just stunning. I thought the choir really checked out. I thought it was really pretty. I wish they would kind of switch something up, and they didn't, but it's a freedom ballad. I get it, but I was hoping for a switch up, but I really respect it. I really respect them as an artist.
Yeah, you pretty much hit everything that I had written down. Like, I love it being peeled back, so we really get to focus on Sam Smith's vocals, because they're truly incredible vocalists, I think. I like that it's peeled back to have just the acoustic guitar with it. I think that's really special, doing the one take, not only just for like the vibe, of that live performance, but just, the artistry to do this in one take, because I know how difficult that can be. Also kind of adds a little bit of level of respect. I think the song's really great about like talking about authenticity and vulnerability. The scoring for it essentially really plays to that, where it is very stripped bare. The chorus, the first time it came in, it was like almost goosebumps, but like not quite there. There are moments where I'm wanting more, and I do feel like there could be, this song could go to the next level had there been a little bit more, I think, in the production side as far as adding something or really building to something. But I'm not mad about it for a song named To Be Free,
So the problem with stripping everything down so that you can hear just his vocals is it also means that all you're really able to focus on is the lyrics, and the lyrics are such milquetoast on this, which has been a problem I've had with Sam Smith their whole career, I should say. But like, yeah, just like lyrically, there was nothing there. It's a really pretty song. Their vocals are fantastic. Lyrically, like, there was so much room for poeticism to like really come out. But To Be Free and then Stay With Me, like, it just, Sam Smith has done this now multiple times where just lyrically it is just line, rhyme, chorus, make it sound sweet. And like, I just don't know if they can keep getting away with it for me. Again, the song is beautiful. Musically, the song is gorgeous. Lyrically, Sam Smith is one of the most boring people with one of the best voices to do it. And that's why Sam Smith always misses on me. I agree with the Adele thing. Again, Adele's voice always hits, but Adele's lyrics also stand up to her voice. Sam Smith's lyrics are... I feel like I could have written this song in the 6th grade, lyrically.
It's definitely simple, but I kind of I like the simple metaphor.
The simplicity in this.
Yeah,
for this song.
But it's all Sam Smith has done. Sam Smith just constantly just puts out again, the same, like, if AI had to write a song, AI could have written this song. I didn't write this song, Sam Smith did, but Sam Smith keeps writing these songs. So like I'm like genuinely it's poor cadence, it's the same scheme over and over again. I think tempo wise it's the exact same as Stay With Me, if I'm not mistaken.
This is, I think it's like a couple clicks lower. But...
Is it? But like, so it's just there's no substance there, and I want some substance out of Sam Smith because again, musically, it's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So, like what the subject matter, especially when we're listening to Hayley Williams, who was a pop punk artist, talk about real things and put it together eloquently with like proper using like certain frames like to be able to like create imagery. Sam Smith just keeps kind of going with this same line of I'm just gonna bank on my vocals and not have to write anything. Get somebody else to write something for you if that's
I
where
do
you're at.
think there's something sweet about him, them, they. Shit, fuck. I've been doing so good. I think there's something really sweet about them holding on to the song until they were feeling actually like they themselves were ready and free and vulnerable. Like they've been going through so much with like their gender identity and like body dysmorphia and just being in the public eye and just like not being able to accept who they are. So I think it might not come across in the lyrics, but I think knowing their story, you understand it more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It sounds like they have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pray your heart to be lighter. Floating like a feather. Like it's wings of freedom fly to me. Like it's just like the river. Like it's the same tropes over and over again. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like every single person has sung about the river when they're talking about freedom. Like just give me something other than the same thing that everybody has done forever. Or flying away as an homage to freedom. Like it's just like you know what I mean? Like there's nothing really there of substance. Beautiful song, awful lyrics.
It is very tropey. I get where for something where this to them is so personal, where it can be hard to really allow yourself to be that vulnerable, and that this might be your stepping stone to allowing yourself to feel that you can do that.
But I don't think
I think this would have hit a lot more for me during Pride Month. It's a very heartfelt ballad. It's sweet. I like I don't have any faults with the song. I think the song is fine. But I do wish that there was more to it than there is.
Yeah, agree.
I would say I agree with you in that, like, because it's so personal, it's hard to talk about. But Sam Smith has never really taken that step forward lyrically to actually really talk about anything. So I actually don't believe that they can do it. Like, I'm at that point now. I can see
where you're coming from. My hope is that in them feeling like they can be more vulnerable and more authentic, that we'll start to see some development into that. Because I do see, you know, as people go through their own journeys, especially with your own identity, I can see where it can be very hard and you just try to kind of go with more cookie cutter, like, this is good and then I can do my thing with this. So I do hope that we see a little bit more depth to things. Because I do think they're very emotionally, like, they're invested in what they do. And you can hear that some in their vocals and how they approach some of their songs. But it is, you know, there is definitely a pattern that we're seeing that I would like to see us branch out from.
Yeah.
Well, it's been 11 years now, so they haven't done it yet.
It took them a long time to find themselves. Takes some people a little longer, Brandito.
What do you figure it's numerically?
I gave it
go ahead.
I gave an even 8-0 because I do think it could be next level, but I do really respect them and I respect the song and I think it's really, really pretty.
For me, I said a 6-6. The lyrics for me are falling a little flat. It does feel reminiscent of a lot of stuff that they've done before, but I do see the heartfelt, you know, ballad and the voice and everything like, it is really special. It does something for me. I don't think this is going to be like a next great hit, but I do think that this is like, I do think it's a good piece of work, you know?
I definitely thought you were giving it higher based on the way that you were talking about it, because I gave it a 6.9.
Oh, wow.
I like I said, I really
gorgeous.
like it, and I can see where it fits. I want to see Sam Smith take this and run with it and become more open as the artist that they are, you know. And I'm hoping I can respect their journey and everything with getting to here and the struggle of sharing that, and with my own like journey of figuring out who I am and respect that it's taken them so long. But I do wish that there was more to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Musically, I thought it's gorgeous. Just lyrically, like, it's just... Give me more, man. Them.
I know, I did it too. I try to be better.
We're always trying.
Yeah, I try.
But that wraps up the track attacks, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
It was
you guys
a
have
lot.
anything to add about anything here?
It's a lot of whiplash
It was
here,
a lot.
and some real highs and some real lows.
I had no idea how to order this week either, so it was just like, good luck, everybody.
Yeah, no shit.
You really Hunger Games us a little bit with it, like.
It's fine. Keeping you on your toes.
Well, everybody out there, thanks for listening. If you agree with us, let us know. If you disagree with us, make sure that you let us know. Regardless, make sure you subscribe, because then you can tell us whether you agree or disagree with us in the future. That's the best way to figure out when everything gets posted. But yeah, make sure you check us out. We appreciate you guys watching. Once again, I'm Brandito. This is Mel and Rose hanging out. And this is On Beat Off Script. We appreciate you guys dearly. We'll catch you on the flip.
Yay! Bye!
3, 2, 1.